Hi, and welcome to my channel, Laura's Library Card. So it is time for another weekly update video. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. I did manage to finish Lover Awakened. This is the third book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by J.R. Ward. I finished the last about 30% or so, which was about 134 pages. This was a reread for me. I was listening to it on audiobook, and this is a story where we're following Bella and Zadist, who are both vampires. This is their romance, their story. He rescues her. She's trying to recover from this traumatic kidnapping experience that she went through, and he also has a very traumatic past, and so they kind of heal together and come together. And there is some macro plot that is also happening, and yeah, it was good. And I am excited to report that I went ahead and read right into book 4. I'll mention that in a second, but I was glad to get through this one. And I felt like, again, the romance is very sort of insta-love, fated soulmates kind of situation, but I felt like this one was done a little bit better. The two of them tried to connect more than the first two couples in the first two books, so I appreciated that. I have decided to kind of soft DNF 10 Things That Never Happened by Alexis Hall. Right. I didn't make any further progress compared to the week before that. I was still at that 27% mark, and I decided to DNF this. This is a book where we follow our main character of Sam. He has this accident where he hits his head, and then he kind of pretends that he has amnesia, and he's dealing with his boss who has just tried to fire him right before the accident. And it's an attempt to not be fired and to kind of make the boss feel guilty, and then they're supposed to have a romance. I really like Alexis Hall's writing overall while I'm reading it. I feel like, for me, for whatever reason, as soon as I put the book down, it's like I totally forget that book even exists. / there's almost never any drive for me to have to pick it up, have to keep reading, have to dive right in. I also sort of soft DNF'd A Lady for a Duke. So I don't know what it is with me and Hall. When I manage to finish the book, I like it usually. Not husband material, but I think I'm going to push this one to next year. It just wasn't working for me in the moment. So I kind of temporarily DNF'd that book. But that means that I am currently reading Manacled, which I am still at the same. I've read 0 pages. I'm at 67%. I can't decide if I really want to finish it by the end of the year, but it's not going to work for Reindeer Readathon. So I don't know if I'm going to prioritize it, but still working on Manacled. I don't love it the way everyone else in the world seems to, and I can't figure out why, but there's that. I did dive into the 4th book of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, which is Lover Revealed. This is by J.R. Ward. This is a reread for me, and this is an audiobook. In this edition, in this book, we're following Butch, who is the human cop, the homicide cop, who is part of the Black Dagger Brotherhood, and his romance with Marissa, who is a female vampire, and sort of the push and pull of their romance. And there's a lot of stuff going on with Butch and his run-in with the bad guys of the series, and sort of macro plot happening. I remember finding this book to be kind of wild the first time I read it, and this time through I'm still finding it kind of wild and also kind of long. There is so much push and pull and back and forth with Marissa and Butch, and a lot of it is miscommunication, a lot of it is just frustration. So I am right about 75% of the way through Lover Revealed. I'm right around page 340, and I probably will finish that tonight or tomorrow. And then the last thing that I am currently reading right now is Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. This is a dark romance. I am about 41% of the way through the ebook, which is about page 150. And in this book, we're following Sloane and Rowan, who are serial killers who are killing other murderers, and they meet, and there is a spark of connection between the two of them because they are finding, another sort of dark, like-minded soul. This also somehow is managing to be like a comedy, lighthearted banter that is very weirdly juxtaposed with the gore murder elements, but it's kind of working. And yeah, it's very interesting. I am right about 41% of the way through, and I'm enjoying it. I read, I think, all that 41% all in one sitting a couple days ago, and my library book just got returned, so, or like the ebook like expired, so I'm back on the wait list and it does not look good, so I might have to buy that to finish it out. But yeah, so I am excited to dive back into that. I don't typically like dark romance, and I feel like this kind of straddles that line. I guess it is dark romance because they're serial killers and they're murdering people, so it's pretty dark. But yeah, I have kind of a lot going on in my life, and I spent the whole weekend being super productive, and we decorated our Christmas tree, so I'll put a picture here of our Christmas tree. But I am excited that we are now in December and it is time for the reindeer readathon. So that is my update. That is what I have been recently reading and currently reading, and I will talk to you soon. Let me know down in the comments if you have any recommendations for me. I would love to hear recommendations, and go Team Snowflake for Reindeer Readathon. So thanks for watching. Bye.